There it is. There it is. Yo, it feels like there's like a piece of hair stuck in my nose inside. What's going on, world? Aside from that bullshit, what's going on, world? Chilling up here, man. You know, think about this, man. You know, a lot of people gonna tap in from the what do you call this? The playback. A lot of people gonna tap in from the playback. A lot of people that do that, they get in here early. They hear what I'm saying for the first excuse me, 4 to 10 minutes, 4 to 12 minutes, man. Let's talk about it, man. Life is short, bruh. Life is real short, bruh. You know what I mean? I'm over here existing over in this right here is the Langston Hughes Performing Arts Center. Langston Hughes Performing Arts Center, right here off of 17th and Yesler. You know what I mean? Right in the hood, man. We not far from the terrace. Those were the projects, the original, ones that we had project housing over there. Not as bad, in terms of conditions, not as bad as Chicago or Baltimore necessarily, but I will say, the actual people living there were still dealing with that sense of they're still dealing with impoverishedness. Like even though they're in proximity to some shit, like the courthouses and stuff in downtown, it's like they were still dealing with some shit. So shout out to my people that grew up in the terrace, man. Peace and love to the terrace. I will say, man, we're between that and then just the east side and the south side. It's kind of the crossing grounds, right? The crossroads right here, if you will. The right here, man, 17th to Yesler, but Langston Hughes Performing Arts Center. I'm standing here. All the times I showed up to support my friends and hang out and watch people and meet people at the Fresh Espresso. You know what I'm saying? Freshest Roots, Fresh Espresso kind of thing. And I never participated, man. I just never participated. I never went up there. My homie, he was a b-boy. Shout out to my guy Shay. This dude goes, shit, if you go up, I'll go up. And I said, man, if you go up, I'll go up. And we both didn't go up. You know what I'm saying? They ran out of time, and that was that. I was like, yeah, man. I was just happy to be there hanging out. But, you can't be, I'm not going to say you can't be two places at once, but you can't necessarily be at peace or have a great path if you're in two places at once, man. I'm over here spending time in positive spaces and trying to clear my mind and whatnot and like, be around people who are doing the right thing. Maybe they'll help transition me. Maybe I'll help whatever, but I wasn't necessarily on their frequency because I knew that when this was all said and done, I was going to have to go back dealing with my condition and my situation at my house, in my neighborhood, in my back streets, and the things that concerned me and the things that I was worrying about. So I was just over there worrying about it all the time while I'm actually in a positive space during a positive time period. So again, shout out to my guy James, man. Call him Big James. Used to organize with this dude, and me and him were chopping it up, and I was chopping it up with some other, former Kasamas that I'm still tight with. I was like, if you think back to like 10 to 15 years ago, that was a glorious time because it was like we were all united to some degree, and we were all on point, but we were all there together as one, and we were all more or less united, kind of having the same fights, the same struggles, just all together, just locked in on the same kind of cause or the same thing, and we're all just like learning from each other, checking each other, you know what I'm saying, and keeping us on point. A lot of the education and a lot of the experiences came from that time period and era. So I say that, man, it's like maybe I took that time for granted. I met a lot of great people, a lot of great beautiful people, but at the same time, it's like life is short, man. I can't really explain. Like if I was there 10 to 15 years ago and I had the mindset I had now, maybe things would have worked, maybe not, because in order for me to get to this mindset now, came with the experiences of us being in that time, taking it for granted. Damn near everyone that was within the midst of all that stuff with me during that time period, we all admitted, like, yo, this was a time period that we all took for granted. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when people talk about the way the world is now or how the world is turning out and how things are happening, it's like, me being someone in my 30s, like someone born in the 90s and in my 30s, my thing is like, I'm not gonna pretend like all of this is my responsibility because it's not true. But my generation, people my age, were responsible for raising the people 5 to 10 years um, younger than us. You know what I'm saying? So when people complain, I always meet people my age complaining about the younger generation, and I'm like, no, but you have something to do with that. You had time and energy to influence them. You know what I'm saying? So you had something to do with that. So that's one thing to think about. But frontmen, what's going on? Appreciate it dropping in. J1 to JD, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I had to get the haircut today, man. They got the little boom on the side and all that. So dude was asking me if I wanted to keep the beard chaotic. I was like, I'll keep it chaotic, but he did the little underneath type shit. You know what I'm saying? Favorite Filipino just got a fresh cut. Yeah, I just got a cut, man. I got my haircut earlier today. What's going on? Welcome back, Big. Yeah, man. But yeah, life is short, man. Like you gotta when you're in the midst of something, you wanna what's it called? Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And JD, since you're in the chat too, man, I don't know if you realize, but this year for the Beyblade scene, everything is blown up, like globally, nationally, internationally, all that. You know what I'm saying? Everything's blown up to the point where it's like it's really hard to explain like how it got to this point. I don't understand it, but it's like this year is something to pay attention to, if not something to learn from, because there's going to be some growing pains that come from this era. There's going to be some arrogant people too. I already see it on the cusp. I already see it right now. There's going to be some arrogant people that feel like they did nothing wrong and nothing was their fault when things start to shit, or shit start to hit the fan, I should say. So, you know, the older I get, because I've been around so many different scenes and kind of like environments with different people. What the fuck? Because I've been around hanging around different communities and stuff. I kind of seen a lot of scenes come and go, but I'm like, I cherished each one, but maybe I could have cherished it a little more. As time went on, I look back like maybe I could have cherished this a little more, a little more, a little more. You know what I'm saying? So I just think about that sometimes, where I'm like, if I'm not appreciating it, hopefully I try to appreciate it more, and hopefully I participate and try to give some energy into it, like way more. Give back to it way more, put deposit more positive energy into it way more. So you know it's very important. Like, at the time periods that I was in those older communities, I didn't have nothing going on. I have no money to come in where I could like actually donate some, what I'm saying, my expertise, if not just food for people. And then we had people that looked out for us and bought us food all the time. But that's a whole other conversation. In fact, Beyblade took off fast as fuck. Yeah, I'm glad it's popping. It's a glorious year, man. I don't know how else to really explain it. It's like, and it's a healthy hobby. You know what I mean? It's a healthy hobby. I'm trying to prop my phone up, trying to find a little spot, prop the phone up, and then just hit the. God, that's what I'm hearing. And the female over here. I'm welcome on the side though. Side of the building. But yeah, we up here. There's no events. There might be an event this coming Friday actually. So that might be happening. So I'll be on the lookout for that. I'm just gonna sit here in the garden with the bumblebees right now. Just healthy for the, just not healthy for the pockets. No, you. That's the other thing about it, man. That's the other aspect about it. That's kind of tricky. So I'll be thinking about that shit sometimes. But that's why I had to stop buying. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not gonna buy in. Oh shit, I'm not gonna buy in the rest of the year. Damn, bro. Hold on. I knew this is a bad idea. It is what it is. Here we go. Drop this right there. I got dirt on me too. Come on, man. Gotta brush the dirt off. But yeah, that's where I'm at with this, man. Trying to be mindful. Where the cameras? I'm trying to see if the cameras is here. Cameras there, man. Wow. But yeah, cameras up here. I'm technically loitering. But it is what it is. So yeah, man. That's my thing right now. It's like life is short, man. Enjoy the people that are surrounding you right now, and kind of just you know, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Be proud of what's happening. Try to participate. Try to contribute to the positivity of whatever's happening in these current moments in these times right now. I don't know, man. It's really tricky. This is like some one. I mean, at least what I'm seeing in the Seattle scene for Beyblade, it's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing, and I'm starting to see a little more in terms of just community stuff in general. I'm starting to see a little more here and there. But yeah, man. Cheers to people around you, and that's also why I like doing the YouTube stuff, because I'm documenting things here and there. You know what I mean? I'm able to document a few things. So yeah, there it is. Let's see. I know that cat. Could be wrong though. Bet not. But yeah, man. There we go. We'll see what happens. Get peeling off. Yeah, man. Like I said, there be hella bumblebees in the spot over there. That's one thing about it. I guess everybody come up here to chill and smoke, which is kind of funny. It is what it is. That's funny. Community hub, central kind of area. Literally in the central, So yeah, kind of adds up. Is what it is. Dropped the water in the dirt though. I was kind of sad about that. Make it happen though. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice, man. It's good up here. Yeah. Actually, let me catch that too while we're here. Put this on the camera. Everybody up here, chiefing and enjoying sunset, bouncing off the clouds of light. There it is, man. Life is short, man. Go outside. Enjoy the sky, enjoy the sunset, enjoy the weather, man. Life is short. It is, man. Get out the house and shit. You know? Get out there. Enjoy it. But yeah, just the Performing Arts Center, man. I used to just be out there chilling, hanging out with people, meeting people. I met the host. I think it was his brother that was in a wheelchair or something. I could be wrong. And then this is like way back, about 10 years ago. And I met some of the people who worked in the actual center itself, or the actual yeah, Performing Arts Center, I guess you say. Nice people, man. They're pretty chill. Try to be, as helpful as I can to everyone. Nice little stage at the bottom. It's pretty chill, man. I wish I had actually, you know, performed. Went up there and actually performed. But who knows, man? I might just do it just to say I did it. I've only ever did one live show. Slightly, I did a house party, but not really. Because my homegirl, she really liked this album that me and my friend made. So then she started playing that shit, and I was like, man, I started reciting right there. I was just bop bop reciting it along with the song, which is funny because like at the same time I'm like, I'm like drunk, so I'm like that's how I'm remembering the lyrics, which is funny. But that's a whole other boy. So that's where I'm at with it, man. Might have to get your boy might have to get moving because I just seen the boys too. I'm sticking around for the hot shit. Matter of fact, fuck all that. They can have it. All right, man. Peace out, man. I gotta say, brother, they can have it. I'm going up to do so. Fuck that. I saw the cop car. I was like, nope. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna go by the fruit tree. Fuck it. We mobbing right now. Let's go by some Mix-a-Lot's old apartments. Take you up there. We should chill here too. Actually, let me chill right here for a second. Shit, they can have it. Like I said, they can have it. I'm not pressed by it. Like I don't need it. I don't need the drama. Not today. Not today. Get right there. Walking up to that dude. So let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, we used to just be out here, man. Before the doors open, we just out here in the parking lot getting high, smoking it up, chatting up with people. And what's good. Pockets full, campaigning, making sales, etc. You know, half life, man. That's that half life. You don't want to live a halfway life, bro. You want to live a halfway life ever. You know what I'm saying? Apply yourself. That's all I'm saying. I look back, it's like it takes people a minute to grow up sometimes. For me, it took a minute. I be every step of the way. Every year, I be thinking I have shit figured out, and I get hit with some new challenges every year at the same time. That's the other aspect of all this, you know. But yeah, that's the other thing too, man. Before I went live, I was gonna go live earlier because I was gonna have a quesadilla and eat it on live or a torta or something, and get like a soda. And I had all that, and I was eating it, and I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to just enjoy the moment right now. Then I had my original live stream that was happening. I went to Pepe's Park. Pepe's Park had terrible connection. I'm like, damn. So I waited for the bus. Caught it all the way up here. Connection's like way better. Like shit, I guess I'm up here now. There's no way around it. You know? And I get to show you the spots with the history. That works out too. Let's go. Because they added this one. This basketball court. There we go. That basketball court was installed by the Supersonics when they were still here. So when the Supersonics were still here, added the court. I think Kevin Durant came down and a couple other people like Nick Collison was here for a little bit. Chopped it up. I think he gave a speech. They all gave speeches. Like Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis days. Maybe I could be wrong, but I know Kevin Durant was still a rookie or something, or like on his way up. So it was during that time period. But yeah, interesting time, man. Interesting time. But this park here. Oh, here we go. They're redoing all the apartments and shit. But homie's got in all the fights over here, man. All the time. You see how big the park is? Police cars just rolling through it, trying to break up the middle schoolers fighting, and I was like, but it was. We just ran through it a long time ago. Ain't no benches, man. Might have to go sit over there. Fuck. I'm gonna sit on this side. I see it. I see it. Let me flip it on them. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, them guys that used to live over there, they used to just post up all the time. Post up all the time. And just come out. Chief in the mornings, chief at night. Being here late at night and shit. You just see him in the park. One of those, man. What's going on, Graydon? What's going on, bro? I think it's a little better. Kind of see the sunset, not really. Like the cops didn't care that we were there, but I just left anyway. Like I'm not trusting none of this shit. Hell no. But yeah, man. What's going on, Graydon? How you been, man? What's going on in your world over there? Yeah, buddy. It's nice over here. Matter of fact, I don't know if I could zoom in on the moon. Hold on. See, half a moon. Half a moon. Sunset, half a moon up there. I'm blessed from this angle. Sun is behind, pause, and then you got the, you know, half a moon up there. It's nice, ain't it? The hater, what you talking about, man? I don't know what you want, bro. I don't know what you want, bro. But I appreciate you dropping in. If we're dropping in, there it is. Half a moon. Literally half of the moon. You had better resolution on there. You got the plane above. You can't even see it. Yeah, right up there. Crazy, ain't it? Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, going too far, man. Monitor the kids. What they doing? All right. Anyway, games, you dumbass. Oh, I don't know. I don't even play them games. But because you being disrespectful, man, you can come back in 30 though. You can drop back in 30 though, man. I need that to activate. Activate that. What's going on here? Yeah, come back in 30, man. When you can speak correctly. I don't know why you call me a dumbass out of nowhere. I don't even know you like that. I don't even know you like that. I appreciate you dropping in either way, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. While you being a hater and while you calling people dumbasses that you don't know, drop a like. Go ahead and double tap the screen while you're at it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be a hater, at least give me my views, right? Appreciate it though. That's one thing too, man, about publishing. When I got that music publishing stuff, it was like if people want to bump the shit and hate it, or just hate on it and play it back for like hateful reasons, at least I get paid either way. So, you know, that's the thing about I'm trying to get the YouTube to the same degree at least. People want to hate on something, people want to judge something, review things for hateful reasons. Go for it. But then at that point, it helps me get my little, ones and twos up. I'll take whatever I can get. Because some people will hate for free, and like for me, I'll be at the house sleeping and taking a nap for free. And imagine me taking a nap for free, and then I'm getting paid because you want to be a hater. That's a good feeling. It's a real good feeling. But yeah, half a moon right here to the south, right over to the west behind me. Sun is setting. One of them nights, man. Sun and moon in tandem right now. Sun and moon in tandem. Air is good. Quality is right. One of them nights, man. Summer nights, if you will. Tapped in right now, so it's a really good time period. Hey, God, love, and nature. That's what it is. God, love, and nature, man. That's all I be on. Get the fresh cut, grab the quesadilla, can of Coke. You know, you're living right now. Leftover cigar from yesterday. Chip the ends off. Boop. Dude, bro, the dude on the steps over there by the art center, he had a peace pipe. He was really just lining it up, and then he looked at me. He said, "Man, you see the sunset?" He was just in his own zone right now. I was like, "Man, he's in the vibes right now too. He knows what it is, man. Go outside and just enjoy life if you can." Everywhere I walked past today, they had some type of block party going on in the back streets. It's probably for the Labor Day weekend. They had like I believe it was like an Ethiopian festival kind of thing going on right on Cherry next to the actual Zago. Zago was one of the restaurants, but they had a like Ethiopian little festival block party blocked off by right on MLK, Cherry and 28th or like I forget Temple Place. You know what I'm saying? So over there, and then right on 25th when I walked up, barbershops on 24th, 23rd in between. Walked past 25th, saw them having a block party over here. Yeah, everybody's having block parties all over the neighborhood right now. Labor Day weekend, Saturday. But yeah, man, life is short, man. Enjoy it. Take days like this, a day of the week. If not every day, just take a moment to just be grateful and just enjoy yourself. Treat yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't gotta indulge. You don't have to indulge. That's the main thing. You don't gotta indulge. Think about that. You know, drink a little more water too. Drink a little more water. Do something like that. Just take care of yourself. That's all it is, man. Yeah. I'm happy I got good connection over here. I might have to be out here a little more often, realistically. You know what I'm saying? All stomping grounds, hit the do so, chill out. You know what I'm saying? We over here at the Pratt Pratt Park, uh Pratt Fine Arts Center, if you will. They do the glass blowing and a couple other things. Coyote Central used to be over here. They started shooting out too much. They moved it over on Cherry, but I don't know if that was any better realistically. I couldn't even tell you. You might have to mob down for a second so I can show you, you know, the other old spots. A little chill joint, a little chill spot over there off 21st. I don't think it's second. It's between first and second actually. 21st and 22nd. That is a little spruce playground because I almost moved in those apartments too. You know, a long time ago, me and my family we almost moved over there, and here we are, still surviving, still living. You go all the way back to my great grandpa, man. My family been here since the 30s, damn near. So it's just history, you know. But let's see where I feel like taking it, man. Let's see where I feel like taking it. Pause. Dude, yeah, man. Trying burning like crazy. But yeah, life is short, man. Get out there. Like I said, last time I was out here, just out in the dark, just chilling, eating. Park lights didn't even come on. I was just out here chilling, smoking. I like half drunk a bit, just got done drinking at the what do you call this? The Wonder Bar when I used to go there a lot, get my drinks, eat my food, go over there, hang out. Come over here, spark a joint after drinking, get a little crossfaded, walk home. Might even hit the Truancy hour audio style. You know what I mean? Might even do it like that. You know. But yeah, this time period, they redid the park. Everything's different now. They knocked down the apartments behind me, so they're rebuilding the old housing over there. Had a homegirl that used to live over there. Had a couple classmates from like elementary that used to live over there too. You know, talking about they had rats up in that joint. I was like, damn, bro, really? He's like, yeah, it'd be like that. Like, I feel that. My house is like that. The house I grew up on, that's actually down the street. If you go down 18th, we're pretty much on 18th right now. If you go all the way down, well, hold on, 18th is a block down. Never mind. But if you go down that way, because 18th lines up a Wonder Bread. Um, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Lots of smoke, ain't it? Double Liguero. That's that double Liguero, man. La Flor Dominicana. I think that's what it said, right? La Flor or La Flora. Either way. Yeah, man. They redid the park, man. So it's nice. Everything is nice now, man. Apparently, like a block off, 2 blocks from here, they had a. There was one morning I went to go get some breakfast at the Cheeky Cafe. Went over there, grabbed some breakfast. I walked out. I was like, let me get my day started, get my breakfast, and just walk to the library. Get my day started right. I walk out. There's like a whole situation. All these police cars closing off the block. I'm like, what's going on right here? They said we got a hostage situation. Somebody's been shot, so we got to go inside the apartment and see who got wounded. I'm like, that's kind of wild. All these ladies walking their dogs start coming out talking to me like I knew something. I was like, I'm just standing out here trying to figure out too what happened. Big old thick lady. She's looking nice, honestly. Well, she's kind of a fat lady, but she's over here talking to me. She's like, yeah, one time I'm out on vacation, come back home after like a weekend. Come back, there's like a bullet lodged in my window. It goes through the first window and ends up in there's like two sets of windows, like two layers. It goes through the first window and just like it's resting somewhere in the second one. So she has like a cracked window, whatever, in one of her apartments because they were shooting it out over here. So I'm like, the fuck is that? She's like, yeah, it's a normal thing. And I was like, no, trust me, I know it's normal, but I'm like, that kind of sucks. So literally like a block over, right in the parking lot, everybody be meeting up. Some people be running into each other, wrong place, wrong time. Boop boop, shoot it out. It's like that, man. Unfortunately. Hold on. Got to use some moisture on it. Pause. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Shit. Hold on. That works for me. That shit hella dry. Pause on that. But yeah, man. So that's just this is all stomping grounds. Literally right over there. I'll zoom in on it real quick. Right over here. You see where that side of the building is? The corner right here. My homies, these two brothers, man. Brothers from Georgia. I went to middle school with them. They start going up with the TRGs. You can look that up later. They start fighting right there. My guy, he was in 7th grade, body slammed the 10th grader. Boop boop, start whooping his ass. Next fight, my homie 7th grader starts fighting the 8th grader. They start going in. My homie whoops his ass. They're fighting right here. Everybody starts jumping in, throwing down. I'm like, y'all janky, y'all terrible for that. It's like it's only two people from another hood, and we're jumping them. I was like, man, y'all terrible for that shit. But as they start getting busy throwing hands on everybody, even the people that were there for defense, this lady right here, right around the building, comes around the building, walking her dog, gets on her phone, pulls out her phone real quick. I start yelling, hey, she calling the cops. Boop, boop. We start dipping. Cops start rolling through the whole park, driving through. Cops start driving through. Everybody start running and dipping. We're over here on the side. Like I said, with these apartments, my homegirl Felicia, her mom, she come over here. She lecturing me. Actually, right over here, right on the side. Cause she knew I was boxing. She was like, James, what the fuck you doing out here? I was like, I'm just trying to make sure my homies don't get jumped. That's all it is. I'm just trying to make sure I got their back. But I didn't even need to do that because the whole hood came out like 50 deep already. So it didn't even matter. She's talking to me. She's like, I know you go to the gym. You don't even need to be here. You better take your ass to the gym right now. I was like, all right. So she's over here giving me the life speech, the neighborhood speech. I'm like, all right, cool, cool. So I leave, grab my gym bag. I start going to the gym, like I normally do after school. But I just want to make sure my homies didn't get jumped. That's all. I didn't need to be there though. Anyway, it's funny because shout out to my guy, Dogum. He was just standing in the middle of the park. He didn't even care that the cops were there. He was just sitting there, like he wasn't even talking to anybody. He was like, I'm just passing through. He was over here playing oblivious, and he got a funny looking face already. Pause. So it's like, you know, he ain't, they believed him. They were just like, oh, he's just a goofy kid. Oh no, I got a message. I hope damn, Graydon, who being a bitch to my homie? No, no, I'm just saying. I'm telling old stories about 7th grade Graydon. It's just crazy shit that used to happen over here. Yeah, man. But it used to be like that. It was just a different time period. But that's what I'm saying. Everything's nice. Everything's chilled out now. It's weird. But like I said, you still have, that stuff trickles down to like the younger generation. They still shoot it out over on the side of the building. It's kind of crazy. Like the energy hasn't necessarily left, but it's cleaning itself out slowly but surely. That's the weird positive side of gentrification, which is crazy. All the times. Oh, you talking about this dude? Oh, he. All right, hold on. Let me read what he said. He just said some shit like, he told me something like, he said 1v1 battlefield, smash you, no Nelly. I don't know what that means. Then he goes, games, you dumbass. That's what his response was to me. So I was like, I don't even know you like that for you to be calling me a dumbass. So I timed him out for 30 minutes. He can come back in 30 minutes. He's probably hovering around, you know. But it's all right, Graydon. I appreciate it, man. Some people just go on the internet. Their thumbs are stronger than their actual mental. So then they just feel the need to be tough on the internet. For me, I just want to, give a little stories and parables here and there. You know me, but he just wanted to interrupt my flow. But life, that's what the title of this is, man. Life is short, man. If he wants to live his life, if they want to live their life, just being performative in people's comment sections, have fun with that. But for me, yeah, you're gonna see, you know, I don't want to dub myself evergreen content, but just quality stuff, just quality live streams and just thoughtful interactions and conversations with people. That's all I want to stick with, Graydon. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Graydon, how's it going, man? Are you out of town? Because I think you said you were out of town, from what I last remember. So hopefully you have safe travels, you and your family, man. Hope you guys are traveling safely out there. One second. And it's funny. I've been trying to work on my Spanish too, low key. I've been there's a lady at work I want to talk to in Spanish, and then there's a taco truck that I go to, and I try to talk to them in Spanish. I just said all I said today was salsa verde. I forgot to say por favor. I should have said gracias more often, but just try to exercise a little Spanish, trying to get used to the time of day. You're still out of time. It's just me and your mom. Oh, out of town. Yeah, I got you. Nice cuts. Oh, I appreciate it, Lila. Thank you. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, I got a cut earlier today. He did it like this, and he started getting right here. He said, "You want to keep it? You want to keep the what did he say? He said, you want to keep it chaotic? You want to keep it natural?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll keep it natural." He's all right, man. Some people don't like it. I personally don't, but it's up to you. I was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to keep growing it." Oh, great, and you don't have to retract it. You're good. You're good, man. You're good, man. My bad if I read it wrong, but yeah, no. Yeah, man. Safe travels, man. Safe travels out of town. Lilith, what's going on with you tonight? What are you guys doing? How's family doing over there? You guys doing all right? There's a I don't know if you just got in. I'll show you the moon real quick. I'm sandwiched in between the moon and sunset. That's to the south. That's like south by southwest ish. And then to the west, you got the sunset right over here, right behind the buildings. So I'm sandwiched between the sun and the moon right now. Good vibes, good air, good energy. You know, it's stormy down there. What? Like, are you saying like stormy, like rainy, windy, and all that? That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Stay safe out there. Try to stay dry too. If it's like rainy, I forget that like certain parts do get like Texas gets like extreme ice and rain when it happens. From what I remember, you know, not that I was there. Actually, I was in Tampa when something like that happened, which is crazy. Great place to be. My bad. Just popping in. Sick at the moment. Oh no, it's from YouTube while my meds kicking. Not the medication. Actually, I'll be right back. Let me message my friend. All right. Let me know if I'm back. Heavy rain, minor flooding too. Yeah, you know what's interesting? It's like in Texas, it's like flat. It's majority flat. You know what I mean? They don't really have hills like over here. So I heard when it rains, it just builds up, and then they don't really have the infrastructure for like lots, like multiple rain and stuff like that. But Lilith, I hope you get better, man. I hope it's not. I hope you're not like super sick. You know, hopefully it's not like, God forbid, hopefully it's not like COVID or nothing. But you know, hopefully you can get through it. I got a rearing. My friend, my friend said that they were wasted. I told them to jump in my live. I was like, jump in my live stream. You're chilling. We're chilling right now. 20 as hell. And I got good connection, so you know, it's starting to get dark. I might walk back towards the light. Plenty enough. I don't see the lights. The lights didn't even turn on over here yet. But let me walk over here for a second. Let me walk over here for a second. Get some of that light. Yeah, buddy. It's looking nice right now. You're in Kenmore, Mars? Are you with my guy Melon? You getting fucked up with Melon? Come on, man. Let me show you this sunset on the downtown over here, guys. Safe travels, Mars. Mars, I'm smoking this fucking cigar in honor of you. You want to get wasted? I want to smoke a cigar. Fuck it. That's what we doing today, right? Hope you're having a good time up there. Mel already went home. Oh no. Yeah, guys. Show you that right there. It's a good sunset behind downtown. I'll see you later, brother. We're playing What Do You Meme? Oh, all right, great, and good luck, man. Good luck on the good. Well, safe travels, and then good luck on everything out there. Hopefully, if you're out there for coin business or just out there for family stuff, you know, either way, man. Appreciate you dropping in, Mars. I hope you're taking care of yourself out there. You know, please take care of yourself. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you're not so drunk where like you don't remember shit. But yeah, I'm getting wasted alone. Alone, Mars. No, you gotta find some company, man. You gotta get some company out there. That's the other thing. Nobody's hooping, so I might just hold on. I might have to hit this. Let me mob through the basketball court. That might show up here either next morning or sometime on Monday if it's open. It should be open because it's like park open. I was gonna sit on the bench, but dude's chilling, so I'm gonna be over here. You're just sleepy, like a sleepy drunk. Mars, it's a half a moon to the south. There's a half a moon present in the sky to the south. It's visible right now, and then sunset to the west. So if you're outside at any point, you're gonna be in between the sun and moon right now. There it is, man. This is it. And I'm gonna show you the supersonic symbol for those that are chilling with me. See that hoop right there? When my coach didn't have any job anymore after getting out of jail, she threw her heavy bag over there with a rope, and then she hung the heavy bag and was teaching people boxing lessons in the park. She was making money off the boxing lessons. Then she got her business, and then she got her loan for the actual space that she trains at right now, and she teaches right now. But it all started here. This is where she started treating people, or excuse me, teaching people. Boxing was started in the park, and I came to visit her. She was doing solo lessons. There goes that old Sonic symbol right there. Everybody over here balling, so it's it needs to get touched up. It's been a minute. It's been some years since they redid this little stadium over here. Ow! You gotta hit the Mars. I've been hanging out with so many dogs lately. Like I was at the park the other day. This dude walked in with like two bulldogs. One of them was running around loose, and then the stocky one, which is being all stubborn, so he had to keep tugging on the damn leash. But I love bulldogs. I got to you know, I guess you don't know, but I do have a bulldog tattooed on my arm. I love me some dogs, man. Some dogs. When I was in elementary, we were the baby bulldogs, and then we couldn't wait to go to high school because the high school mascot was the bulldogs. So we was like, we couldn't wait. My bad. Let me flip the camera on me. Yeah, we just in the courts right now. If somebody comes by with the basketball, I'm gonna leave. But yeah, good spot, man. I might have to run some live streams here. Realistically, hit the court here too. Mars, you should try to come tomorrow though. If you're still there, if you're still hanging out, hold on. If you're still here, you should try to come hang out tomorrow. If you want to work off a hangover, you don't have to blade right away. Just come sit down with us, come hang out. We'll try to get you some water and coffee and shit or whatever you need. you like just come through if you can. Just catch the lift and then just hang out with us, work off the hangover while you're hanging out with us. Because at least we get to see you one last week before next week when you say you're gonna hang out with your girl. But yeah, I don't know if you're there, Mars. But yeah, I used to get drunk by myself all the time, so I can't even get mad at that, man. But yeah, all right, man. You guys about to hoop? You guys gonna hoop? Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm smoking, so I'm gonna walk out. All right, man. Yeah, I gotta walk back down to whence I came. Yeah, I actually don't know when it closed. To be honest with you, that's a good question. Where am I gonna go? And walk down to the other spot because at least I still get light. Damn, did Mars leave? Hold on. Mars, no. Mars is too drunk, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad. I missed them days. I got about 8 more years before I can get me another smoked old fashioned. I'm gonna get me a smoked old fashioned smoke cigar, and I'm gonna do another Life is Short Truancy hour. That's gonna be in 8 years, but by then I'll probably already have like 1,000 episodes. That's the theory at least, because I'm at episode 157, but I started this back in like January, February. So I don't know, bro. Half a year's time realistically, and there was some days I was doing like 4 and 5. So yeah, we'll see. Cigar forcing me to slow down though. I forget. Like just chill out. I'm gonna message them. It's funny. There was a dude who showed up. Damn, I don't know if they're there. I don't know if they're there right now. I'm gonna chill right here because they got the street lamps. You got the street lamps propped up on the bench. All right, hold on. Might be a little better lighting wise, realistically. Yeah, I think so. I'm just gonna have to stand up and zoom in a bit. Prop that joint on the bench. Feel me? That's a little better. I'm gonna just check on the chat from here. But nah, man, I've been trying to put in as much work as I can every day, man. You feel me? I was like, am I gonna have time to hit the live stream today? I don't really know. Make it happen. You know, there's knowing and not knowing. It's just like you could just make it happen. You could just go through with it. You could just do it. Feel me? You could just do it. Got to get stuff done, man. Every day, get something done. Some form of work, some form of something. But yeah, yeah, work has been great though, man. I was talking to my barber earlier. He's like, "How's work been?" I was like, "It's been good." And I thought about it when he said that. I was like, "It's been good." I think sometimes I overthink, you know, not necessarily interactions, but like my connections and my whatever with people. You know what I mean? Sometimes like I don't know if people really rock with me like that. Not that it matter. It don't really matter, but you know, sometimes I wonder, I question these things. Like I don't know if people really, you know. I guess part of me just like I need people to have my back sometimes, and like even when they do it in their own way, but not the way I need it. So that lets me know like, as much as I want to be a free spirit, there's a piece of me that still has that like, it's always gonna have that little leadership role where I feel like I need people to do things a certain way, and I got to be very mindful of that when I speak with people. Very mindful. It ain't always about that. Same way I prefer my freedom. You know, I gotta grant that and respect it in others as well. Hopefully that makes sense for people that need a reminder or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, make sure we good. But yeah, life is short, bruh. Chat slow, so here we go. Life is short, man. You know, I've been spending a lot of time, same neighborhoods, same parks, same areas, same sections, everywhere I go, and it's all the same thing, man. It's all the same thing every day. Am I the same person every day? I gotta ask myself. I make these slight improvements every day, slight changes, slight works every day. Solidify them, publish them, do things like that. YouTube, making some noise, etc. Just staying locked in, staying creating, and it's time for me to move on. I've been saying this a lot, man. I really just want to work up enough just so I can get up out of here. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to get up out of here. And this is home to me. I love this place. Like I've been here 32 years, man. You can imagine. It's gonna suck, you know. But I've traveled a lot. I've traveled a decent amount compared to a lot of people who never left the hood. I've traveled a lot more than them, man. I be trying to tell people stories like get out of town. Like my homie that dude that I met that ended up being homeless. I told him I was like, just go down to Portland, man. It's a 3-hour train ride. Go down there. You're gonna see some shit. And they got the most strip clubs if you're into that. You know, it's the city with the most strip clubs per capita or whatever. Got the most strip clubs down there, and they got some good food everywhere. They got all it's the town or the city of food trucks. That's what they dub it because they got food everywhere. Shout out to Portland, Oregon, Rose City or whatever they call that, bro. PDX. Shout out to that PDX, man. All the scenes, man. And with that being said, too, shout out to the whole Pacific Northwest scene, man. Shout out to Lesbians out of Boise, man. Shout out to your boy, Dan in Spokane. Shout out to Chief and the Sushi down in Portland. Who else we got? Hey Boogie JD down in Tacoma. Shit. We got Cole, we got Blanks, we got Red up in Bellingham. And I just met Seacast for the first time. Shout out to all of them, man. Vancouver, we got all Pacific Northwest spots, man. Shout out to the whole Beyblade scene. This is a time, an era of time that's gonna, you gotta understand this is an era of time that you have to appreciate and love because like I said, I've been in different scenes and community stuff just in the past in general. And I told my homie James, I was the big James, I was like, bruh, that was a time period that I don't think a lot of us really, we didn't know what it was at the time, but some shit that we might have took for granted, man. It's like beautiful time. A lot of people were united in each other's spaces. We were within reach to conversate with each other, talk with each other. We showed each other love. Everything was daps and hugs and handshakes, everything. And then it just, things started falling apart like a year or a couple months after I left. Not saying I'm the reason, but there was some shit that started to uncover and unfurl itself. And then, come back and see everybody disenfranchised and mad at each other now. It's just like, damn, I wish I was there for that. But I will say I was there for the good times. I was there for the good times, man. I'm always where I need to be when it's good times and peaceful and in positivity. You know what I mean? So that's what I need to be around. In this lifetime, I can say that I was at the right place at the right time when the blessings were in my lap and right in front of me. And it's a blessing, man. I can always say every single day I can say I'm blessed being around good people. I'm always making the right choices. And for that, I truly love myself. You know what I'm saying? I want people to have that same love for each other, man. Get there, man. Try to get there. Hard work will help you get there. And at the same time, even just the dedication of you know what I mean? Whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it. Perseverance to get you there, man. Get right. Get right within yourself, etc. I ain't trying to preach, man. I'm just so that's the thing. I'm not when I do this shit, I'm not really trying to preach to nobody. Giving all that friendly reminder, reminding people, what's necessary, what's right. Gotta get right. There it is, man. It's funny, I got the quesadilla. I spent money on the quesadilla, salsa verde, can of Coke. I'm walking down the street. I'm like, man, I might have to get me a bottle of Fiji because I gotta prop the phone up, but also I need that water. Gotta get that water supply in. Helicopter. Well, they're probably going to the. When you see the helicopter this close, it's probably going to the what do we call that? Damn, I forgot the name of that joint already. It's the hospital. There's a hospital that has a helipad, and it brings people in when they have like medical stuff when they have to fly people in. Helicopter. Sometimes like people will have accidents on the mountain, so the helicopters will pick up the bodies of people that are hurt, and they'll fly them in over here to Harborview. That's what it's called, Harborview. Harborview Medical, right there in the terrace area. Yeah, man. Sun's going down. Ooh, sun's going down. I actually might walk over to the library, get some lighting. Get it like that. Let's do this. Let's do it like this right here. So walk over yonder, get that lighting. I'm actually walking past the homies' house. They're out of town now, which is funny, but walking past them. Yeah, all these new houses, I gotta get used to this. My bad. I didn't even see, bruh. Not bad. Mars, let me know if you're there, man. Come on, what's going on? Where'd you go? You disappeared on me. Damn. Yeah. I'm just gonna walk over to the other park, really. They got way better lighting here. Hold on, let me stand right here. There ain't nobody here at the park, man. I hope they never shut it down. I just need some lighting. I'm walking towards the light, guys. You know my MO. They turned off the fountains. There was like water fountains. Kids were running through the water fountains in the park. That was funny. time of day. I just swing down here more often. Yeah, that's a little better. It's a little better. What we thinking? As good as I get it though. Right on this side, good as I'm gonna get it. All right. Hey, whoever there in the chat with me, just say what's up. Just let me know you're here. Let me know if it's Mars. Let me know if it's somebody else. I'll make sure I talk to some familiar people as well, because I'm always speaking to the crowd here. But yeah, summer nights, man, it's going to end soon. You know, so before you know it, September is going to be here on Monday. On Monday, so we'll see what I do. You know, maybe tomorrow morning, if not tomorrow evening, chop it up, do the same old silly. Just sit there, boom, get on there, get on the live, chop it up. We're gonna lock in on the work week again. I don't work again until Tuesday because I'm off. I'm off for Labor Day, and then yeah, man, just like that, just like there. Let me prop this up a little bit. I'm happy about it. Been a good couple. It's been a good summer, man. I was able to enjoy it as much as I was able to. Oh, so hey, I will say another thing, man. Some summer energy stuff, man. A lot of people really can't harness the. I mean, they're not there yet. That's the other thing. A lot of people aren't there yet. I'm noticing a lot that whether it was the all the world war type of stuff breaking out, between India, Pakistan, Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine, all that stuff that's happening, man. A lot of that energy kind of seeps over here as well, man. It reflects on our side as well, our side of the hemisphere. We got to be mindful of, like, when those energies we start adopting that. We got to flip it and make sure we don't attack our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I will say. I've been noticing that, bro. A lot of people, a lot of miscommunications here and there. I've been noticing it, not just in not just in Beyblade community, but I've been seeing it work workspace community, family space community. I've been seeing all that, and I feel like what we're on the cusp of right now is a moment of just like purging and healing amongst each other. We're gonna get right with each other energy wise soon. Hopefully by the winter time, hopefully we'll be a little more grateful for each other and around each other around the holidays. I would hope so. I don't want us to continuously be in this constant, you know what I mean, residual war energy. I don't like that. You got to get right with this stuff. You know what I mean? Make sure everybody, just the intention is there. The intention, hopefully, the intention of everyone getting right with each other, being positive with each other. That's what we need to get back to. You got to keep the balance. A lot of them people getting caught up in the bombings and the wars. They have nothing to do with it. It's just the politics of the rich people, if not the people in charge of that nation. It has nothing to do with us. But it's the same thing with us. We got to have a positive intention within ourselves, man. You know what I mean? Positive jurisdiction within yourself. Positive legislation within yourself. I couldn't even define them words, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, and then you exude that, share that good energy, man. Ours is creeping. What we on? Oh yeah, man. Sun went down. Sun went down. That's why I said I tried to go live earlier at the park down by my old school, but at the Pepe's Park, but it's just bad connection down there, man. When you start getting to the lake, like I said, when you're in them rich areas, rich people areas, you got to have your own Wi-Fi. You got to have your own connections and stuff over there. And over there, they just didn't have it. They just didn't have it. Yeah, man. But there it is, man. We hitting that 59. Remember channel 59? That was Cartoon Network. Now we at 59. We make sense of everything. So we're gonna leave it right there. Hit that silence until y'all hit me up. All right. Chief and silently until I get right. Then I'm gonna choose this tree right here and do my little prayer. I know everybody's going live tonight. I already know. Saturday. Might be good off that. Be good off that. That's the purge right there. That's the purge right there. That's the crazy part because I'm still trying to smoke tonight. What's crazy? I'm done, but I'm like, of course, a habit now. Yeah. See what I can do. I'm the light. All right, y'all. There it is. 64. I'm gonna do my little prayer here. Donate my cigar to the tree. Do my little prayer, and I'm out. Affirmation here. Leave it at the tree. Amen. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.